We are live. Yeah, just assume that's their Twitter account. Okay. What's up, Hugo? Welcome, welcome. Damn, we have 498. We might have 500 this stream. That's crazy. Ball in. Alright. Let me start a jam real quick. Copy the clipboard. Fuck. What is going on? Okay, there's the jam. I can't see it for some reason. What up, Icy-Roo? How are you, man? Got a special one for you guys today. Man, it is cold where we live. It's just cold. Two away from 500, man. Cheers to you guys. All right, we got everyone here. Let's get it started. What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the Three Idiots Talking podcast. I hope you guys have had great holidays. We wish you all a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. But today's video, we have a new subscriber requested video. One of our most loyal subscribers, Hugo, has given us a subscriber request video. He paid for it, which, by the way, if you guys would like to do, you can links in the description below. You can email us or to DM us on Twitter, and we can negotiate a price for an album request. But today's album request is called A Lonely Sinner. By a new album that came out this year by an artist called samlrc. I don't know how much you guys know about samlrc, but what we do know is this is a post-rock album. None of us here have heard this, right? Correct?
I literally said 3 minutes ago, me and Noah have heard this a few times.
Sorry. Noah and Cole have heard this. I have not. But anyway, I know nothing about it.
Came out.
I know nothing about this album. These two know something clearly about this album. Why don't one of you guys describe what we're about to listen to and who samlrc is and what they make?
You want me to do it?
Go for it.
Okay. Well, it is it came out in March, so new-ish. Post-rock album from this year. I suppose they are a post-rock band. I'm gonna be honest. I went on Rate You Music one day, looked at like the highest rated albums of the year, and this was a new one that had popped up towards the top of the list. And I clicked on it and it said post rock, so I was like, hell yeah, it's my fucking genre right there. So I gave it a listen. I've listened to it a few times over the course of the years since it's been out. And you know, I have opinions about it. I think it's a pretty solid record. But we can get to ratings and opinions while we listen to it.
So, okay, samlrc, 12,000 monthly listeners on Spotify.
Don't know anything about them.
To say not super popular, but so you know nothing about them as a band?
No, I haven't looked them up yet.
Because they do have some.
It could be a band. It could just be one person.
I'm pretty sure it's just one person.
Just one person? Okay. Because it appears they do have two other albums out on Spotify called Things I'd Like to Forget and Sam is Offline. I know nothing about them. Him, her, whoever. I know nothing about them. Noah, do you know anything about samlrc?
I know just as much as Cole.
All right. Well, then we're kind of going into this one. Well, I'm going into this one blind as hell. These two are going into this.
One girl?
What?
It might be one lady.
One lady? Okay. Well, let's see what samlrc got. Thank you to Hugo once again for the album request. We appreciate it. Again, links in the description below if you want to negotiate a price to do an album request video. And let's get into it. A Lonely Sinner, starting with Lamb Theme.
It's a rather young individual too.
There are no lyrics on Spotify after this long. All right. Yeah, you think it's
There's
just
not
one
many-
person?
There's not many lyrics on this album.
Kawaii post rock? Oh, Lord.
And I'm pretty sure those are Minecraft sheep noises. I swear they are.
They do sound similar. We have the ultimate post-rock fan with Cole here, so makes sense why he enjoyed this one a lot.
Appears to be one lady named Samantha,
All right, Samantha, let's see what you got.
according to her Instagram.
What is with these post-rock albums and having the weirdest intro tracks ever made?
It's a weird genre.
This ain't weird. This is cool.
I mean, it's.
I mean, it can be weird cool.
I suppose it's not that weird for post rock. It's
When are we gonna hear some post-rock? Now we're delving in. Now we're getting real deep.
post rock? What would that be?
I don't know.
I don't know what that would be.
Oh. Okay, Lamb Theme. Short and sweet, kinda, maybe. I don't know if you would call that sweet, but
There's an intro track.
all right. You two have heard this, so let me go first. Intro track. For me, post rock is one of my least favorite genres I ever listened to. So I'm going into this with the as open mind as possible, and maybe this will be the album that turns this genre around for me. There is a lot of post-rock. One thing it has in common is ambiguity. It really never tells you where it is. You never know what the fuck is going on in post-rock. It's just there and it exists, and sometimes it's really loud, sometimes it's super quiet, sometimes it's nothing for minutes on end, and it's just the same repeated sound over and over again. It's a very weird genre, and I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to expect. That was exactly what I expect from post rock, a repeated noise essentially. That's often what we get. I'll give it what I normally give that, which is like, it's not bad, but there wasn't a whole lot there. 6.5.
I don't know if I would really call that a post rock song. Yeah, that was more just like a droning intro. So, but it was, decently cool. Had a cool atmosphere to it. I'll throw like a 7.
Yeah. Nice little intro
7,
track.
yeah.
Not really much going on. Nothing terribly offensive occurring.
Nope.
Nothing mind blowing either. But I like it. I'll give it a 7.5.
7.5 from Noah. And yes, I just see that there are lyrics on Genius, so I will throw those up on the screen for the viewers. There we go. Okay, winner. Gotta set up the vibe. Yes, I know. It's an intro track. It's a vibe setter. I've listened to enough post rock now to quite understand the general structure of their albums. I need to lead the Spotify pictures up since they have lyrics in them. I haven't heard this, but I feel like we need to hear the second track to be able to rate the first. Definite transit, little intro track. So I'll request Mogwai at some point. What is Mogwai?
Another post rock band.
Ah, there we go. All right, on to song number 2. 12 minutes long. Very different than the first. Fadia? Sure.
Galasha.
Whatever.
I had to guess. I don't know.
All right, lyrics aren't on Spotify, so I will throw them up here for you guys to view. Make that shit full screen. It's a pretty cool album cover. Little
It's odd.
It's odd. Hi Tarny, how are you? Doing good. Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas to all of chat. Happy holidays as well.
Merry Kwanzaa, chat.
Merry Kawaii, chat. Oh, you looking pretty today, apparently. Goddamn.
Great.
Are those sleigh bells in the background?
I don't know.
I think they're just bells.
Sorry to hear that, Tony.
The tambourine being played lightly.
Yeah, yeah. Happy Hanukkah to you too, Nathan. I heard a New Year's about to drop. Well, this is charming. I feel like I'm walking through a garden.
Elegant.
Yeah, elegant would be the right word.
Love the Festivus reference, Nathan. That's great.
Ooh. That's awesome. Arnie, that's cool. This is pretty. I don't know how this is called post-rock yet, but this is pretty. Cole is a man of culture, aka culture. Wow.
That's something you just said.
Stop glazing coal.
I'm not looking at chat. I don't know what's happening right now.
Have a good one, Tony. Okay. Wow.
That's a good way to describe that, Nathan.
Just sticking a genre on it does not make it a genre.
I have not seen Mogwai live. I've never been aware of them touring, so no, I haven't. Be cool to see them live, I suppose. I doubt they've come anywhere near me, but no, I haven't.
Appreciate the information, Icy. Glad to hear it.
Did that hit the brown note?
Yes, Nathan, yes. Just like this can get called a rock song, apparently. Wow. I'm just making a joke, Hugo. I'm sure there's an actual rock part of this album. Yeah, she's got some she got a very soothing voice. Bro, there's no lyrics on Spotify. I'm not making it up. None there, Hugo.
I don't see the lyrics are popping
I'm
up
sorry, bro.
It's Spotify.
Maybe in your country there is. I don't know. These drums go hard. Oh yeah. Oh, I'm getting that tingly feeling I get every time I listen to Godspeed right now. That build-up feeling. Good.
We are in the States.
You're referring to this sidebar, Hugo? Oh, this is diabolical.
It's pretty gnarly guitar tone.
Gnarly is a great word for this. What a fantastic build-up to this. Hi, Cosmic. Oh, yeah. Oh, these transitions are heat. There's a minute and a half left. Wow. Oh, damn. Animal outro. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. That was Fadia, whatever you want to call that, pronounce it. Wow. Wow, I would like to go first. Goodness gracious. Boy, the one thing I always give post-rock credit for, and granted, I've only listened to 2 post-rock artists, so it's not a lot of the genre, I'm sure. But one thing I give it credit for is when they nail a build-up song and you get to that ultimate last 2 minutes of the song, and there is this incredible just it's like reaching, if you guys have ever watched Inception. At the end of Inception, you're in this basically there's this soundtrack, this music going on in the background, and it's this incredible build up throughout the entire movie to get to this one endpoint of Inception. That's what a truly well done post rock song feels like, and that's what this did right here. That was really fantastically well done, start to finish, because at the beginning it was very, you had the lyrics and all, and it was very soft spoken, just like we had started with. And it felt more like you were going through a garden. And then there's this slight transition to this build-up that starts happening. Now, there was a whole bunch of instrumentals. So many, too many for me to count, and so many that I was like, what the hell is happening? And Cole says I get overwhelmed by post-rock and whatnot because there's so much going on at the same time. But that was the case here. At some points, but what I gotta love about this is that they didn't, or she didn't just keep doing that over and over. She brought it into this long-winded buildup, and every single part added a little bit of more emphasis and more pressure. It was like this pressure, intense buildup that led out to this last gasp, I guess, in the last minute and a half, and then just kind of not let off, because the last minute was just this sort of, I don't really know how to describe it, just this tense buildup that just went like, and you just like, wow, that really felt awesome. It was just this fun, interesting transition, and all the transitions were fantastic. Too many instruments for me to count, but one I really wanted to point out was the guitar, the acoustic guitar specifically. I thought it sounded great. Her voice was very lovely. It was very calming, very soothing. It fit the exact type of instrumental she had at the beginning. Looking forward to seeing it the rest of the album. I'm going to give this a 9.5. That took me on a journey. Let's go to Noah.
All right, let's calm down a little bit. And only like half of this song I would call post-rock. First half is just very folk, dream poppy.
Yeah. I agree with you.
But it's very good. It is very enjoyable, very soothing to the ears. It's very good part. Second half, I enjoyed a lot. Some cool drumming. a nice guitar tone where it just sounds
Yes.
like a wall of sound, which is very enjoyable.
Which
I
is very
think
post-rock-esque. They love just a wall of sound.
I feel like it was a pretty well-paced 12-minute song. Felt a little bit shorter. And I like that they did the outro of that nice little melody that they used earlier in the song. I'd give it a 9.
9. All right, Cole.
Really better be a bit of a downer here, but it's fine. Let me start by saying like this is I do think this is a very good song. I mean y'all pretty much covered all the stuff that was good about it. I suppose my only problems with it are I feel like it could be a little tighter. I don't know if it needs to be 12 minutes considering what's there. There are some parts of the song that drag for me a little bit. Um, but the thing like it's building up to a lot. I don't know if the payoff was as big as I wanted it to be. Well, I do know that it wasn't as big as I wanted it
Agreed,
to
and
be.
that's why I didn't give it a 10.
Like it does have a climax at one point, but it's just like you building up for a long time to get to a solid but not massive crescendo that I would have liked a little bit more. I do think this is a good song though. It's got a great build. It's got a lot of really cool ideas and elements to it. Just could be written a bit tighter. I think I'll throw it an 8.
8. Woo.
Yeah.
A little lower. All right, let's catch up on what the hell did I miss?
I just
Yeah, we're all friends
we
here,
can
guys.
we can ignore
Whoa.
this. We can just move past the chat right now. Just go to the next song.
Okey-dokey.
Chat is creeping me out.
Yeah, guys, let's all chill and have fun. We're just here to listen to an album. God, this song is gorgeous. I love the drumming. I love the build. The lyrics are great. Only complaint is that it could have gone even harder on the second half. 9 to a 9.5. No, Hugo, I think it probably could have had a better climax at the end. It could have been a bit more dramatic with its climax. I think it could have paid off a little more intensely. Godspeed is a great example of perfect climaxing, which sounds really weird, but I don't exactly know how else to word it except saying that. So there we go. All right. It wasn't post enough. Interesting thought there, Nathan. All right, up next we have Center. Ooh, right, there is lyrics for this one.
A lot of Gruber vibes going on right here. On some of her bulkier albums. It's been a very soft-spoken album so far.
Okay. Wow. Are we turning this bitch up? Well, my goodness. There we have Sinner. Wow, 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 wow. I'm actually interested to hear Cole's opinion first. Let's get that one.
Why do you say that?
Well, I have an opinion set in stone, so I want to hear
Alrighty.
your opinion to see how far off we are.
Well, what a beautiful little post-rock song. That's an efficient 8 minutes of post-rock right there, if I do say so. Pretty much just like outside of a quiet little intro, it's kind of like 6 minutes of crescendo right there. Fucking just when it comes in, it's just blaringly loud. Just that wall of instrumentation. So many instruments layered on each other that it gets like probably fucks with the audio and makes it a little grainy. But sounds great. It has a beautiful progression to it. Then about halfway through, this guitar just comes in and just starts ripping off some cool solos and stuff. Yeah, it's pretty great. Honestly, one of the better songs I've heard this year. I'm feeling a 9.5 on it.
9.5 from Cole. Let's get Noah.
Beautiful song.
I guess I'm gonna be the party pooper.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Go
Very
ahead.
pretty intro. Very good lyrics. I like everything about the song, but it's drags on a little bit longer than it should. I feel like that's pretty. Yes, thank you for agreeing with me, essentially. And I have a little bit of an issue with that. Not a fan of that. Besides, I enjoy the song. Good. 8.5.
8.5. So your issue with Sinner is that it drags on too long.
Yes.
Okay, interesting. All right, well, my opinion is that was amazing. I thought from the very beginning, where it had basically it was like no post rock section yet, and it was just straight. It was just her singing combined with a instrumental in the background. I thought was an amazing way to set up this song, because once that transition hits and the guitar comes in, it sort of lulls you. The beginning sort of lulls you to sleep, and then boom, you're hit with this amazing transition, this hard post-rock hitting transition. And some of my favorite post-rock songs of all time do that same exact thing, and I think it is fantastic. Cole said the majority of what I was going to say about the ambient parts of it and the post-rock parts of it. Incredible finish. I thought it actually didn't exceed its length at all. It's less than 8 minutes. I mean, for most post-rock songs that do this type of stuff, it's quite longer. So really enjoyed that. I'm failing to see anything wrong. That's a 10. I don't see anything wrong with that song at all. It was extremely enjoyable to me.
Nobody rides anything harder than Ryan hearing a song for the first time.
What do you mean?
It's just
what
true.
What do you mean?
You'll never hear the song again in your life.
I don't listen to post rock very much, so no, I probably won't listen to this again.
But it's perfect.
That's the realest shit you've ever said.
No. What I'm trying to say is that I probably will not listen to it because I don't like the genre very much. I'd much rather listen to rap or something else. But if I do come back to it ever, it's a banger. It's an absolute banger. There's nothing wrong with liking it right off the bat for the first time. All right, let's see what chat's going. Well, I guess, okay. Very pleasing progression indeed. Apparently this album uses a bunch of samples. Sampling who?
Dog, I swear there's a Bjork sample on this album. I swear.
Interesting.
I swear. I don't know what exactly. Like, there's a melody of some instrument on this album that I promise is sampled from Bjork.
So happy to see Sam getting more recognition. Well, happy to oblige DJ 2K. Second half of the song is absolutely a 10. The guitar and piano and that little ambient section sounds downright ethereal. I'll give you that. I absolutely give you that. Cole isn't being festive enough. Well, there we go. He turned his lights on. Be happy. They could have added a little something extra to the build, but that's about it. Strong 9.5. Love the ambient section. Really like the intro too, though. Why did I do that to the cat? She wanted to go up there, and now she wanted to come back down. So that's why I put her up there. True to sudden transition was very neat. It is fantastic. Also, who won the game I went to see? The Washington Commanders. They won the game. All right. Well, let's keep going. On to the next. We have Flower Fields. Much shorter, 444. Turn it down a little bit. No lyrics on this one. Oh, there is lyrics. Never mind. Not on Spotify, though. Bandcamp page has the sample list. Cole, pull that shit up and see who she's sampling.
Jamie, pull it up.
Pull that shit up, Jamie.
How does your webcam keep getting delayed like all the
I
time?
don't know. All I did was turn on the lights.
Does not like that shit at all.
Apparently not.
Joe Rogan and Jamie is like Iron Man and Jarvis. I love it.
Wow. There's some. What's the word I'm looking for?
Eclectic.
Sure, for lack of a better term, eclectic artist samples on this album. I fucking knew it. I was right.
What?
2 Bjork samples on this album. Okay. Samples Swans. Silent Hill 2 original soundtrack.
Does it say what song what thing is sampled on?
The Swan song is called A Piece of the Sky demo.
No, I mean like what song the samples are used on.
Oh, no, it doesn't.
Darn it. I wanted to know what the samples were for the next song.
Natural Snow Buildings. Where have I heard that name before?
Natural Snow Buildings, Ambient, Daughter Darkness.
Nathan, if I knew who that was, I might give you an answer.
Yeah, I don't even know who that is. Yves Tumor. No, that's a popular artist in the Rate Your Music community.
I like how she's sort of almost humming along to the instrumental here. Maybe like just like mouth maneuvering to the instrumental. I don't know. She's going like.
I think that's just vinyl crackling from sampling.
No, she's definitely doing something. Oh shit. Did I go too far? No, I did not.
Second half of this song is like Terraria music.
on the Bandcamp page for this album. I guess Samantha described this album as an album about a sheep experiencing love in its nature. Whatever that means.
Okie dokie. Alright. Well, that was Flower Fields. Let's have Noah start.
Recorded this in her bedroom.
Yep. Big ups. This song just kind of feels like it's there for the sake of the album. Kind of just like a palate cleanser, passing through type of thing.
It is a different vibe, I'll give you that.
It's purty. I enjoy
Very
it.
pretty.
Second half of it reminds you of like Terraria music, which is not a bad thing. That's a bopping soundtrack for a game. It's solid. It's like a 7.
7. Interesting. Noah's rankings have gone progressively. I guess he started at 7 too. All right, Cole.
Yeah, I'm pretty much feeling a ditto here. It's pretty. Some nice ethereal, elegant little music, but kind of feels like more of a transition than a real song. Yeah, I'll throw it a 7.
I think I enjoyed this a little bit more than you two did. I like the I'm not sure how much I don't want to say like I'm not sure how I feel about how incredibly soft singing she is doing. I mean, we're reaching Billie Eilish levels of soft right here. It might even be more than her. You can
Group
barely, huh?
Grouper vibes.
Yeah, she is singing with barely even pushing out words because you can barely hear it. If I didn't read the lyrics, I would not know what she's saying at all. That being stated, it doesn't make it bad. It makes it incredibly relatable to the instrumental, which I guess is, you know, extremely much doing. Instrumental is very nice, it's very soft, it's very calming. Nothing really took off, nothing really transitioned that much. So I guess I'll give it a 7.5. Not a huge above you guys, but I think I enjoyed it a little bit more. There's so much Pink Floyd twinkling. Oh, you mean the things in the background? Does Pink Floyd do a lot of twinkling noises?
No, I mean, it was kind of happening on Shine On You Crazy Diamond.
Oh, shit. All right, fair enough. Listen to First Minute album. Maybe, Nathan, maybe. Mouth maneuvers, 2 chicks. What are you munching on, Cole? The chat wants to know.
Pretzels.
Pretzels. There you go. All right, up next we have Storage.
What are you going to teach me to be, Cole?
Scary Wolf.
Thank you.
What?
This is so weird.
I know, but I kind of fuck with it.
Oh. Okay.
That sounded like a kid from some anime. Show. Yeah.
It's definitely that's definitely what it's from, I bet.
Oh my. Now we're getting ethereal. Pretzel bag reveal?
Okay. I don't know why you like that.
The chalky milk. Reloaded.
Well, I ran out. Please stop calling it that.
Sorry, chocolate milk.
Weiss brand.
What? the
Chocolate milk
fuck?
is also Weiss brand.
I'm loving these drums. I'm loving them. Not sure how I feel about the wolf sounds.
We're about to get into bust territory for me.
Okay. This might be... I'm feeling... predicting a historic build-up here.
That's like a fucking death metal guitar.
Thanks, Nathan. Oh, man. It's a little surprising.
Nathan, I don't think they're gonna give us a brand deal considering that they fired me when I was like 18.
Have a good one, Tony. A historic build-up. There you go. Thank you, Tony. Okay. Well, this is spooky. That guitar is guitaring. I feel like we've
You
had
about to
like...
bust, Cole?
Hmm?
You about to bust?
Maybe.
I feel like we've had like 4 transitions, but nothing's stuck yet. Wow, that is... what the fuck? What?
Yo.
What is happening? What the fuck? What are we doing? Oh my goodness. Oh, the drums. Oh my god, the drums are fucking killing it. Wow.
Why do you want to become a wolf?
I couldn't stand it.
I don't know.
I love it.
They all just sat there in the pasture, too scared to go past the fence, too scared to do anything.
Don't know how they found the
I
samples.
don't want to be killed. I want to be strong, 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 strong,
Stone, stone, stone.
Wow. Wow. Hard to just stop a song like that in its tracks. Oh my goodness. All right, that was Storage. I think I'll go first. I had a thought of what I was gonna rank this, and then we got about 6 minutes into that song, and everything changed. I mean, everything. What an incredible guitar and drum that was for the second half of that song. The drums were going so fast and so well, and they were hitting their notes so perfectly, and they sounded so big, but at the same time you could still tell they were behind the guitar, and they were filling in the gap. They were doing their drum fills so flawlessly. That was incredible work. That was incredible production right there. The guitar is a whole nother string of amazing. I thought it was fantastic throughout the whole song, but I really thought the last 6 minutes or so was absolutely incredible. The build-up was phenomenal. I don't really know. Somebody else said I was not expecting that to be so heavy. That was insane, especially given what we've had the rest of the album. A lot of things to talk about there. Ultimately, I gotta say, really just so well done. Start to finish. There was multiple transitions in the first half of the song, and then the second half of the song was its own fully finished transition. The only thing I didn't love was the outro, honestly. That's it. Boy, I gave Sinner a 10. This was better in Sinner for about 11 minutes. Yeah, I'll give this a 10. Cole.
Well, got another pretty damn amazing song here. That really threw Noah. Yeah, the build is obviously tremendous, with those crazy heavy guitars coming in, and kind of fixed the problem of the first super song that was over 10 minutes of had a really long build up to a crescendo that wasn't super long, but this one I think was a much better version of that song.
Oh yeah.
Just
Well, I don't know about
crescendo.
much better, but whatever.
Anyway, I do still think that there's a ton of really good ideas here, that I don't know if it's put together as well as it could be, and also that little vocal sample of the "Why do you want to be a wolf?" That shit is dumb as hell. You could just take that out of the song. Didn't like that. Outside of that, I just hear so much potential here. That I hope Samantha will continue to keep making some epic music like this.
Yeah.
I would also give this one a 9.5.
So I just thought about
Huge
it a bit
potential.
more. I didn't like the outro that much, and that was a significant amount length. I'm gonna lower it to a 9 actually. Noah.
1 minute of a 11-minute song is the whole point.
I thought about it a bit more, and it's not just the outro. I don't love certain parts of the beginning either, but and I didn't love the whole song as a whole. So, but my goodness, was it entertaining? Sorry, continue.
Well, it's a little bit of a bopper. First half of it, it's certainly eerie. I definitely feel like it was a build, but in a more unusual way for most of it. Kind of just built an odd atmosphere, and alluded to maybe something happening in the song, which something did happen.
Yeah.
Got some very, very, very chunky guitar, just strumming away. Got some cool drums in there as well. Yeah, I'm a big old fan of this song. I'd give it a 9.5.
9.5. Yeah, I think that song was beyond my expectations. That is definitely for sure. We love furries, don't we, folks? Speak for yourself, Alex. Good to know what you're into. All right, up next we have Sheep Theme, which continues that previous acoustic.
Don't let that shit lift his
post-rock epic to some indie rock. There's some grunge vibes on this. That's very solid. It's a little too.
All right, interesting outro right there. All right, that was Sheep Theme. Song titles are quite odd. Let's start with Cole.
Yeah, pretty big transition here from going to, 12-minute post-rock song to a 3-minute indie rock or I don't know, indie rock song. And I think she does a decent job of it. I'm not the biggest indie rock fan in the world, but I think this is a decently catchy, solid song. Um, the production could use a little bit of work, but I can't imagine she's working with that much of a budget. Just like from a mixing standpoint, or instrumental tones could be a little clearer, but it's still a pretty solid song. I give it a 7.5.
7.5. Noah.
It's a nice little tune right here. Very pretty. I don't really care about the tones and stuff. I thought they sounded good, but maybe I'm just more into that indie lo-fi sound. I don't know. The only issue I have with the song is, well, obviously it's a teeny little bit repetitive.
Yeah, lyrically
That's
especially.
fine. That is fine. It's an enjoyable song. I'd give it an 8.
So outside of Lamb Theme, the other theme song on this album, I haven't really given any song a low grade. Yeah, I wasn't feeling this one, I'm not gonna lie. I thought the guitar sounded really cool. I really enjoyed how just like out insane tone it was, but I didn't like her vocals on this. I didn't like the lyrics on this that much. I really didn't care for the way they were singing at all. It didn't seem to fit with the rest of this. They changed genres here, and I'm not saying you can't do that, but it doesn't seem to be when you have an album full of, you know, post rock / ambient, and then you go to this out of nowhere, it throws me off, and I didn't feel it whatsoever. I'm gonna give this a 6. It doesn't seem to, you know, we like to review songs on their own, but even on its own, it really wasn't doing it for me. Okay, next song. Wait, hold on. Smashing Pumpkins. Also, I didn't love the atmosphere on Storage all the way through. It feels like it could have been realized slightly different. She went stupid on drums. Guitar was the only part I didn't like where the samples were kind of going. Oh, you're talking about Storage. 9 on Storage. Nice. Not a ballad track. Prefer this to Flower Fields as a palate cleanser. I'd pick Flower Fields over this, to be honest. I really like guitar in the right channel here, but outside of that, it was just kind of solid 7.5. Okay, you're around the same as Cole and Noah there. All right, up next we have M. 4M. Oops. Those are awesome strings.
Oh, this is the song where I think the Bjork samples Hyper Ballad. Like this violin melody.
Man. What a crazy good instrumental. Okay. There we have 4M. Wow. I'll start. That was one of the best instrumentals on the album. That was simply incredible usage of sampling, mixing along with other string instruments to create this amazing aesthetic vibe. I love the ambient sounds in this. I love how it's all basically just one string instrumental combined together with some other randomly interluded instruments to make it sound like almost like a orchestra in a way. I mean, it's fantastic. It's so well produced. I prefer this over Sheep Theme, over Flower Fields, over both of them. And we're talking about some of the shorter songs on this. It even has a little bit of a build up in there, which is really well done. I'm going to give that a solid 8.5. Noah.
Yeah, it's a very purdy little tune here. Big fan of the little other instruments being used, like a banjo, some chimes, the other string instruments. It sounds very good. I was a fan of the progressions used in the first and second half, because the second one's slightly different. Not exactly reinventing the wheel, but you don't have to do that to make a good song. 8.5.
8.5. Now, Cole.
Oh yeah, you guys hit like all the main points. I mean, just very, very pretty instrumental.
Yep.
Great progression to it. Enjoy all the movements of it. Just really pretty. Feeling an 8.
8 for Cole.
Cool
Yeah, I mean,
use of a Bjork sample too, if I'm right about that.
yeah, I mean, it's just a pretty song. Some cool stuff going on here. Liking this more in a previous track. Songs bop, clean sample, sounds great with the rest of the instrumental. All agreed. And we have reached the final song of A Lonely Sinner, The Beauty of the Present Moment. That's a cool title. Gorgeous, gorgeous track. Probably creates the best thematic atmosphere in the album. 9.
just like that, we finished the album and hit 500 subs.
No way. Did we really? Wow, wow, wow. Look at that. We did. Awesome. There it is, the big 500. Thank you guys. That is fantastic. Woo! Halfway to 1,000. Well done, everybody. Well done. All right. The beauty of the present moment. Let's start with Noah.
Very similar in style to the first song on the album. So I think it really just comes down to preference to what you rate these songs, because it's going to be decently close to the first one. I like this one a teeny bit more, and I feel like it's a good closer. 8.
8. All right. Cole.
Yeah, I mean, a pretty way to end the album. Not too much going on here, but it's nice when it's on.
Mhm.
Probably throw it a 7.
So I'm gonna disagree with Noah. I do not like this one as much as the previous one. I feel like this could have been if they flopped the order of this and had this one be the second to last and the previous one be the closer, it would have been a little bit better. That
It
being
wouldn't
said,
have made sense conceptually, though.
why?
Titles. Lamb theme,
Well, then change the
sheep theme.
titles.
It's like growing up. From lamb to sheep.
Okay, but I'm not
Messing
talking
the track
about the sheep
mess up
theme.
the
I'm talking about
concept.
4M.
Nah.
Okay. Anyway, I thought it was a very pretty track. It didn't really change the tone throughout the entire song. It was pretty short. Not a whole lot to talk about there. I'll give it a 7. All right, it is final rankings time. Now, for those of you who have no idea what this is, we go into we rank our top 3 of the album. We rank the album 1 through 10 as a whole, and we give a little description, overview of our final ranking of the album. I will start because I never listened to this album before, so let me give it a go through. So this is going to be particularly hard because there were some really, really unique songs in here. But yeah. All right, so my number 3 will be Storage. My number 2 will be Fadia, and number 1 will be Center. I thought this was a really fantastic album. I was not expecting much here. I went into this with a very open mind. Post-rock is not my genre, and yet I don't think this really defined post-rock as a genre. I think there were post-rock elements to this. I think there were a couple songs there, 2 or 3 that were definitely post-rock, no doubt. But I think this album was a lot of mixtures. You had some indie, you had some hard rock in there, you had some very, very soft melodic, barely even rock in there. You had some ambient music. You had we scratched a lot of surfaces on this album, and I wasn't expecting that. I really wasn't. It was unique for the amount of listeners that this had and the amount of listeners that Sam has on Spotify. I didn't know what to think this was going to be, but I feel like this definitely deserves more listens for sure. It is a very good album. I think it hits a lot of the high marks are very well done. I think Cole was right. It has some production problems. I think there's some things that could have been done a little better, and that I think if she continues doing this type of music, eventually she'll get to the point where she's starting to make some absolute fire albums. And I think she gotta change the order, maybe changing up the order of the album a bit in terms of where it was. Certain songs seemed a little out of order in this thing, and maybe changing up some of the styling a bit to be a bit more in congruence with the rest of the album might have helped. But overall, I like the uniqueness of it. I liked how it started and how it finished. I will give this a solid 8.5. Let's go to Noah.
All right. At 3, I'll go Center.
Okay.
2, I'll go Fadia, however you say that.
Sure.
And 1, I'll go Storage.
Interesting.
Yeah, when I first was recommended this album by Cole, I was a little bit skeptical.
Hard not to be.
Yeah, just based off all the things I saw, which was very little things. Not much talk about this album. But it was a very enjoyable listening experience, and I enjoyed listening to it again. Yeah, it's definitely one of the better albums I've heard this year, and I do hope more people go and listen to it. I am also feeling an 8.5.
Wow. Rare moment. No and I agree to each other. There you go. All right, Cole, finish us off.
Number 3, I'm gonna go with. I guess it'd be like Falasha.
Yeah.
I don't know. Then I'm gonna go with Storage, and then I'm gonna go with Sinner at number 1. I hear a lot of potential with this album. I think if she organizes her writing a little better, then and can get some better production in there, then I'm very excited to see where she can go from here, and hope that she continues to make some epic post-rock music like this. Yeah, feeling like an 8 on this album.
Cole with the 8. All
Very
right.
high highs, not too many low points.
No.
It's kind of moments where it just is, I don't know, drags a little bit, I suppose. But
Fine tuning of this
Some great
album
moments.
could result in a really, really top tier album, I think. Fine tuning of this type of music could result in a lot of the great stuff. There's a lot of potential here. All right, well, thank you guys so much for watching. For those who are watching on YouTube, we really appreciate it. During our live stream of this, we actually hit 500 subs, so thank you guys so much. Give yourself a pat on the back. Well done. And thank you guys for subscribing and sharing the channel. Remember to leave a like down below and hit subscribe. Continue sharing the channel so we can hit 1,000 subs. That's our next big goal. And we will have a 500 sub video out sometime in the next week or so. So give us a little time. We have a lot of videos that we got to get through, so we have to plan this process out. It takes a bit. But thank you guys so much for watching. Really hope you enjoyed. If you did, share it with your friends. Follow us on Twitter. Follow us on TikTok. Go check out our other channel videos, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good one. All right, stream. We hit 500 subs. That's awesome. Thank you guys so much. Yeah, I was very surprised. Hugo, 1, number 1 center, 2, Fadia, 3, 4M, 4, Storage, 5, The Beauty of the Present Moment is unquestionably a top 5 album of the year for him, and it's got a good case for number 1, 9 to a 9.5. Wow. Big fan Hugo is of this album. Big post-rock fan, clearly, and it's got a lot of different genres in this. I see why you wanted us to do this one, Hugo. I get it. Hope you enjoyed our review of it. Hope you enjoyed that. Hope it was worth your request, and I thank you for submitting it. It was a definitely unique experience for me. I didn't even know about this really, so I had no idea what it was going to be, and I definitely enjoyed listening to it. It was pretty fun. But yeah, stream, thank you guys for coming out. Thank you guys for 500 subscribers. We really appreciate it. We are now eligible for a whole bunch of unlocks on our channel, which is awesome. I got to take a look at them and see what we can do. But yeah, we're going to try and get a whole bunch of new stuff. Maybe even I think we can get some new custom emotes. I almost said emoticons. We can get some custom emotes in the chat, which will be super cool. We got to figure out where we're gonna go and do with those. So if you guys have any ideas, feel free to share them. And yeah, awesome stream. We have a end of the year roundup video coming up very soon. Thank you, Cosmic. Appreciate it. We have end of year roundup video coming very soon within the next. Well, tomorrow is Christmas Eve, and then we'll probably record it tomorrow, and then we'll upload it Christmas Day, or we're figuring it out. Let's just say it's a figuring out process. I'm not going to make any promises. You got to figure out time constraints and all that. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. You guys have been awesome. For those who are in the next day, happy Christmas Eve to you. Merry Christmas Eve, and Merry Christmas to all of you. If we don't see you for another live stream until after Christmas, thank you guys so much. You guys have been awesome. We've grown our channel so much in such a recent amount of time. We actually gained 20 subscribers in less than 12 hours today, which was awesome. We went from 475 to 500. So we gained 25 subs in less than 12 hours. Huge. That's our biggest total by far. You guys are awesome. We really appreciate it. How many vinyls do you guys have? I started collecting a few years ago. I have around 130. Whew.
I'm around the 50 mark.
Hugo says 50.
I'm
Merry
also
Christmas
around
to you
50.
too, Cosmic. Cole's digging them up. He's got a bunch at his desk.
He's counting.
He's counting.
12.
12. Cole's got some work to do. He's got a little work to do.
Well, he's picky. He wants to
He
get
is picky.
his
He's gotta
absolute
get-
favorites first.
That's
I get
true.
that.
Hey, we appreciate you guys. I can't promise when our next stream. I guarantee it'll be within the next 3 days. What day it is, I don't know, but it will be within the next 3 days. We really appreciate it. You guys have been awesome. Make sure to go follow us on Twitter, follow us on TikTok, follow our share the channel. The more subs we get, the more ability to continue putting out this content. And now that we're able to, actually, I think we'll be able to monetize our videos now. The possibilities of where we can take this channel really start taking effect. So that's really awesome. And thank you, chat. We'll see you guys.